recording. I'll see if we can skate by without it. Speed test is just not gonna make it. It's not making it, poor thing.
It's a NanoPi M4 with an eMMC 16 gig drive from 2019.
The operating system, you have a SD card, and at first it copied all the content of the SD card in the MMC memory.
Into the memory.
So now it's way faster in the boot up. The startup is really fast.
And it's one antenna for Wi-Fi and one for Bluetooth.
Yeah, it has the same form factor than the Raspberry Pi. It's very power hungry.
It's what's the extra header pin for? I know the big one is Raspberry Pi compatible. What's the small one for?
I don't remember.
You have no idea what that sounded like, Art. Yeah, you're breaking up on me too, Ray. I don't really understand what's going on.
You got a SharePoint on your phone? Why isn't they?
I share what?
SharePoint, what do they call it? You offer internet connectivity to others.
Oh, a hotspot.
Yeah, I have. You need it?
Yeah, we both need it. I think Leroy can connect, and I'll try to connect, and we'll get around this because we're dying.
Yes, those are antennas. One's for Wi-Fi and one's for Bluetooth.
I could offer a hotspot. I got 4 gig. How many gig you got on your?
Let's try it.
I don't.
You got
I'm not-
unlimited, probably.
I'm not so sure that that's. I'm not so sure that that's what's going on. I think it's actually Zoom that's the problem.
Well, we can swap over to his and see if it gets better.
What did Zoom do?
We've got.
We can't.
We've got
When speed
frozen
test fails, I
screens.
won't load. I'm sorry. It's not Zoom. It's speed test. I mean, it's a network. Galaxy Note 20.
What will appear there?
Okay, yes.
This loads just fine now.
Try Galaxy Note 20 this year. I don't need to open the repair tool.
Yeah, I'm getting 100 meg.
Sorry. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it comes and
We were
goes.
talking about your.
You're probably talking about down, up, dies.
I'm getting eight.
That was a heck of a heat sink.
I'm getting over 100 on up.
Found it? There it is.
Okay, Galaxy Note 20. Okay.
And the password is Westchester.
Okay, Westchester.
Lowercase, everything.
That's me.
Okay. Okay, I'm connecting to his. It's a Galaxy Note 20 Westchester, one word lowercase.
I can try it.
Yeah, try it. We ain't doing anything the other way. It'd be a good drill.
Yeah. That's cool. Is it 2 displays?
No, there it is. There it is. There it is.
Westchester, one word, lowercase, everything lowercase.
Ross operating system. But I never finished it. So next time I will try with a laptop. Ubuntu. This is the.
Resolving host.
Oh, so you take this off and put that one on?
is an SD.
Mhm.
I remember I took all the grades.
Can't be reached.
And then
Speedtest.net can't be reached. Let's
so now.
see if I'm
it's
connected.
faster. The boot up, you know,
Okay.
faster than the SD.
Can we submit
ARM
photos into the
86?
chat? I don't think so.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Are we still here?
The web page.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hey, he sounds better.
He
actually.
does sound better, but he's not moving.
But he doesn't look that good, but he don't normally look that good anyway.
Like antennas, it's like
Hey, I see a table moving. I don't see,
like this.
okay.
It's a metal box.
Uh,
Okay, so you want me to restart? Get out. and come
I
back
see
in?
Arthur.
Arthur.
Yes.
We just moved
I don't know. I don't know. Something weird's going on.
Come on, leave and come back. Leave meeting. And
I don't see Ray at all now.
the problem is local to the library.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm now connected to Vicente's hotspot.
Hmm.
No,
we're working on it. Zoom's not that easy. to
Hi.
involve. What was that?
my internet connection is unstable.
I want to come back. See, and do the connection thing. Let's see how it connects. I'm gonna reconnect. So the connection was fast.
A socket error occurred there. Firewall.
The connection is okay.
Well, it looks like it. Let's see if we're, yeah, it looks good on my side. Connecting. Please wait. Waiting for.
This is an SD adapter. Okay.
Unless it's taking down the world, it shouldn't be bothered by Sente. And he got a real phone.
Sorry, it looks like the internet speed test.
There we go. Oh, yeah. I think they brought us some oopses,
Yeah, but I was getting,
but it was intermittent. You were getting that up. He's got up and down. It should work now.
Mm-hmm.
but I was
Yep.
getting, 100.
Let me into the meeting while you're, but his is good, period. So it should work.
Oh,
I see Art moving.
I saw Art move.
And that- wow, he's waving at us. Oh, man, and it's almost real fine, really. So he's
You
looking
need to
good,
turn on
which
your
is much
camera.
improved.
You need to turn on your camera.
Ray looks frozen, but he kind of looks frozen anyway. So I think he's sitting in some ice or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
This meeting is being recorded. Okay, got it. So I'm on the way. So it looks like the recording's functioning. Oh yeah, I'm seeing stuff moving on your PC, speed test stuff from somebody.
Yeah, that's from me.
I'm
So I'm showing you my speed yesterday was 267 download, 31 upload. That was just amazing.
Now everything's jammed. Okay, but I can see Ray great. Oh yeah, he's got his new toys there.
There's some.
Oh yeah.
I sent this video to or this picture to Steve and Leroy yesterday.
And
It,
me, I got it the other day, yeah.
Yep, and oh man, the penny press is really cool. We got most of it fixed already. The two other crane machines, I have a secret person that's willing to help me fix them, so that's all good. And
Oh, I gotta turn my camera back on.
what other really good news do I have?
When do we get to go play at the robot?
You Did you hear Barry, Ray?
Oh, there's his.
Yeah,
new
yeah, I'm showing them
building.
the screen. What do you say? What about the robot stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So Ray, how come the Middletown Journal logo is still on the building?
Because it's very nostalgic, very
Oh,
popular, and everybody recognized the building according to the Middletown Journal. As long as I keep that, I actually have some right to go and grab the Middletown Journal website, and I think that if I market, some parts of this building as being the Journal building, that that'll help me in some marketings, making some money, whatever in the future. So if I just try to rename the building, I don't think that'll work.
Yeah.
what
That's
is
like-
that?
Go ahead.
Go
Art.
ahead. I was wondering what that thing is in the ground straight out from the steps about 4 or 5 feet. That,
Okay. So
What is-
what you're talking about is right there in the middle.
yeah.
So if I were to draw
Underground elevator or something.
right there,
Yeah,
Okay.
what's that?
it's actually an elevator.
Okay.
So it's a middle of the sidewalk elevator. It goes down about 7 feet and takes you to near the production floor for the press. But right now it's welded in place, so you can't get in there.
So that was originally connected into the building?
It is still connected into the building. I think with about 10 hours worth of work and a good grinder to take the weldments off the front, that could work. That could actually be rolling up and down.
You have a small batting model.
Yeah.
Go down to the cave.
That would be perfect for the
Yeah.
Batmobile. Yeah.
Batman.
For
Yeah.
handicapped
Have a-
access.
A child-sized Batmobile.
Yeah. Single set.
So that wasn't into some kind of city services like the sewer and electrical and so forth? and so-
No, that's not city services. No.
No, it's like an old freight elevator dealy thing.
Does the elevator
Right.
still work?
The what?
Does the elevator still work?
I'm sure with some electricity and about 10 hours worth of work, I could get that thing running.
Some
Yeah.
other.
So the motors are still there and all that stuff?
hydraulic.
Yes, I believe they are. Yeah.
I don't know. Is it hydraulic or is it electric?
That one's electric, I think.
In that vintage, they wouldn't be hydraulic.
But I've been pretty happy lately about this building.
It looks really nice, Ray.
It's been a lot of work. The aluminum, the silver looking aluminum inside the room, that's gonna stay there. We might paint some of it. The handrails and the rail stuff on the outside, that's gonna get painted black. Because it's just so much work to get those curves correctly. We're just gonna paint them as they are where they are.
So do you make this ADA compliant?
There is a side door over on First Street entrance. Unfortunately, there's trying to do the steps here would be a real pain in the butt to make it fully ADA compliant. Over here on the right side, we're gonna put an entrance to go into that area of the building, but trying to make a 90-year-old building fully ADA compliant is almost not gonna happen.
I've got 3 words for you, Ray.
Yeah.
Wet and forget.
Wet and forget. What's that?
That would take that concrete there that you have that's kind of blackish and make it perfect again.
Oh, all the stuff on the outside on the sidewalk?
The black sidewalk looking stuff, that's mold. and the wet and forget, you put it on and leave it for about a month and it would look like new concrete.
Okay.
The other thing you can use is pool chlorine.
I don't want to use poor chlorine. Pool chlorine will actually damage into the concrete half an inch. It'll
And that-
erode it.
And that's why they use wet and forget. It's designed, you don't have to power wash, you don't have to do anything, just put it on and after about a month, it goes away.
Okay.
So that just takes care of mold.
It takes care of the black stuff, that's mold, yeah. And it,
But
I
like-
think it may do some algae too, but it's really good on that black mold. My driveway looks new again. I need to spray it again. It's been a year, but it'll make it look new, seriously.
Now, it won't take up oil or drippings from a car.
No, it's not after oil.
Okay. So this is down the sidewalk. Again, my beautiful new windows, my new door entryway
Oh,
here.
see all that black stuff up on the side? Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about this. I was like, hey, if that's a way to put in wet and forget, I'll
Yep.
do it.
Yep.
So what do you do? Paint it on or spray it on or what?
You gotta put it in the sprayer. You put 1 part wet and forget to 5 parts of water in your sprayer, and then just go and spray it and walk away and don't look at it for a week or 2.
Okay, so what about my new aluminum here?
It
Is it
doesn't
gonna
care.
damage
It's
any of
not-
my
it's
aluminum?
not- It's not abusive in any way. They want to attack anything.
Tell that to-
Okay,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, except the mold.
I would be happy to try it out, but I am not gonna do it right above my windows to begin with.
Okay. Yeah, you might do a test spot if you're concerned, but it's
Yeah,
really
do it in some
innocuous.
inconspicuous place.
It doesn't-
Because
doesn't
I
mess
am
with-
looking into
Yeah.
buying a 65-foot tall boom lift. And that way I can drive it over here and I can get access to the top of the building.
Uh-huh.
I gotta find some way to wash the windows outside, you know?
Power wash.
While I'm standing in the boom lift. Yeah.
Those little snails you buy for the aquarium.
Why not?
A lot of those.
Yeah, they just leave a
Snails.
little slime behind it. It's all right. It's all good.
Washes off.
What's this one? Ray's got good audio. He's got good video. His
It
picture's frozen.
Yeah, I can see him just fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's not moving, but that's.
it still pops up and says that my connection is unstable though.
Mm,
There's still
So
something weird.
Yeah,
if you guys can see, here's my penny press. I've been looking for a penny press for years and I finally found one. And I found it on Saturday and emailed the guy back and forth. And so this squishes out pennies and puts the little design on them and puts artwork on.
Does it
It only
have
does
zinc?
one design.
does it do zinc okay?
Yes, it'll do any year at all.
Oh, cool.
So, and it does not have a performance difference based on 1982 and older or the newer zinc pennies. So the 1982 and older are all copper, and the newer ones are zinc core with the copper plating.
Yeah.
So I've been
Yeah.
looking for one of these for a long time, and I found one on eBay for $575, and that is a third of what it's worth easily. And so I went down to Louisville and talked to him about buying his penny press, and then I decided, what the heck, I'll go ahead and buy some more toys. And
Now all you gotta do is convert it to put Ray's face on it, huh?
Raise.
so I got the 2 cranes and the penny press, and so got some toys.
That's
I don't need to put Ray's face on it. I was hoping to get it faster. That way I could take it to the ham radio convention. But just not available. Didn't get it fast enough.
So does it have to be repaired before it will work?
I have already repaired it.
What's the
I-
image
So
that it puts on the penny?
I found it on Saturday, picked it up on Sunday, and fixed it on Monday.
Okay.
So why can't you take it to the hamvention?
Because I don't want to do pennies that say Bronson, Missouri Wax Museum.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to do designs that say rabbit laser or designs that say hamvention, Dayton hamvention.
Okay.
The die
Gotta get it.
that does this. Open with gallery. So you probably see this, but this is a part
Yep.
of the roller inside, and it's got a reverse image on a hardened steel component of the roller.
So you
And
have to get a new set of dies made.
I only need this one piece. The other side is just a flat blank.
Okay.
So let's see if I've got.
I didn't realize zinc was that malleable.
Well, it's a lot softer than hardened steel.
Oh, okay.
It's also more friable.
Okay. So you can see how in here in the roller, when that's mounted, you see the image.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of rolling it over to the next phase. And then you can see how it's mounted in with a socket head cap screw. The orientation is held in place with these two steel dies or steel dowels. Oh, that look good?
It's all right. Just wanted to see it. I put it at an angle so it would start better than.
That doesn't look exactly OSHA compliant to me.
Oh, it's all held inside of the container, so it
Oh, okay.
doesn't matter the gearing and stuff. It's once it's all together, there's a board that goes on the back, and let's see if I can zoom in here. Yeah, there you go. You see this little switch here on the right, that white switch?
Oh, there's an interlock.
That's an interlock. It means that the
Anything by
back
my
cover
way.
has to be on before it'll allow it to run. But obviously, I've got a piece of clear tape there, so it'll run. That looks good.
So Ray, that switch is designed so you can pull it out and it'll stay on.
Oh, will somebody tell me that someday? I did not know that. I just put a piece of tape on it.
That's a common switch that they use on all sorts of equipment.
Yep.
All right.
No.
Well, I guess I'll play with that next time.
At rest. It's on when you push it in with a door or whatever, but if you need the door open and you need to test it, you can just pull it out.
Just pull it outward. Oh man.
Yep.
Okay, I feel
Instead of
dumb.
forcing something to
okay.
hold it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's okay.
Okay.
Well, when I bought it, it had like these 2 lantern batteries in it and a horn and a switch for the panel. So it was like a hillbilly alarm system. It was funny. It had a rigged up lighting panel. So we put in this little 24-volt power supply and 2 rows of LED lights. So it backlights it really well and high efficiency. We got rid of the compact fluorescent bulb here on the bottom. We put in an LED replacement. So that works good. Really, I'm so surprised it came together quickly. Nothing majorly was damaged. All the penny chute, like the direction control plastics, they were shattered down here. We don't know how or why or whatever, but those were all broken. And somebody tried to use duct tape to put them back together. And I ended up redesigning the chute with laser cut acrylic pieces.
For
So the
what?
motor is 110 or what?
It is 110 volt, the whole machine.
What's it cost to squish a penny? 50 cents, 75, or $1?
50 cents. I can change that to 75 or $1.
Yeah, smush a lot of pennies, sir.
Yeah, squish a lot of pennies. Let's see.
So the dies, those are made with EDM. There's a EDM shop down here in Cincinnati. You may want to give them a call. They can make you a die with anything you want on it.
If I can get the blanks, and so what I did was, I did a drawing, and you guys can see this, right?
Yeah, I can.
So I did a drawing, I took photos, and measured everything out, and I can send this off to a couple different companies. But if I can get a blank die made, then I have laser that I can engrave any artwork onto it that I want.
You got to tell them what the radius of that curve is too.
It says diameter right there.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So
The problem is that everything is inches.
Oh, give me a break. This thing's so old, everything in here is in inches.
I wonder where they came up with that 1.9647 or 467.
No idea. I have no clue. But that is what it is.
try 50 millimeters.
Oh, okay.
Usually
It's a
mechanical.
good question.
Using millimeters.
So it was originally metric then, apparently.
I'm checking.
49.446 is what that
Yeah.
comes out to.
49.
Now,
Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think it's really either side. I mean, there could be some wear on, I don't think there's going to be 50 thousandths wear. I mean, that's a lot of wear.
How did you get the diameter? How'd you measure it?
How did I obtain the diameter? I measured from the bottom of the flat this end to the bottom of the flat on this end. That gave me the 1.7010. And I measured it at several locations across here. I did the best I could. I got that. And then I was able to measure the thickness of 0.5. I can put that arc into the CAD, and then CAD tells me what the diameter and the radius is.
Okay.
Makes sense.
You can draw a circle using 3 points, right?
Yes.
Time has come, birthday boy.
My woman is calling me. She says birthday boy must go to dinner. So
Do we have time to do that?
That's
So where are you going?
49.5 millimeters with wear.
yeah, but I don't think 50,000. That's a lot of distance for wear. And I just can't see that happening. If you look across here's how I know it's not wear. Okay. The wear space should be where the penny engages.
Right.
Okay. And if you measure the height point at the center of the die, the side of the die, or the edge, or the ends of the die, it should vary. And we put a dial indicator onto the die while it was still mounted in the roller position. And as soon as the dial indicator hit the die, it goes to a certain number. And then as it rolled around, it stayed within 5 thousandths of an inch for the entire
Yeah.
span of the die, maintaining that same diameter. So I think 5 thousandths wear or misalignment is good. I don't think it was wear. I think it was misalignment. If it was wear, I would see some kind of a dip, some kind of movement that is not linear.
Yeah,
Okay. So I was very concerned about, am I going to take this thing apart and then put it back together and it's not going to squish a penny right? So we squished about 30 pennies before I took it apart. I did all of my measurements, cleaning, put it all back together, and we squished a couple more pennies. Everything looks good. Oh, I'm getting the alarm. What does that happen? It's my agent over here is flashing the lights, so I gotta go.
Take care.
All right.
Happy
See you later,
birthday.
Ray.
See you
Bye,
Friday.
everybody.
You will go to the,
I can't go.
why? I can't pick you up a couple hours. You tell me when.
I can't go. I can't.
Why?
Patty has made a half a dozen plans and I've already,
Admit me,
A couple hours.
admit you know me. Most people won't do that.
I know. She's already made,
Plans.
she's told me that she made these plans months ago and first I heard about them was probably a couple weeks ago, so. I don't know, Jim. I still get the intermittent problem and I'm still getting black screen. So either it is an I still think it's a Zoom problem.
Yeah, I think you may be right.
I think it's a
I
Zoom
saw
problem.
Art
Yeah.
move for a little bit and then,
And,
went black on me.
and Ray was working just fine,
except the picture of Ray,
right?
everything he was showing was fine.
It was a little laggy, but everything he was showing was there.
Pictures, no motion, just pictures.
Yeah,
That was weird.
it's still weird. I mean,
Yeah,
all I'm gonna have to do is
We're
convert.
streaming this.
Yeah, no, it's recording though. So I'll convert the recording to video and then I'll see if it actually recorded
have you
and we're just
updated-
not seeing
Okay.
it.
Have you updated Zoom recently?
I just checked a few minutes ago before you got here and it said that I was up to date, so,
Hmm,
yeah. But
Might be the last week, I think you did an update. You
It-
did updated and it's broke now.
it worked
They
last
just
week
need to
though.
reset to allow new devices.
Yeah.
Log in again. Or-
It worked last week though. Same version, I haven't updated since.
Okay. Hmm,
But like we were talking about earlier, there's a lot of DDoS attacks going on right now.
no. Nice.
So, and they're targeting very specific hardware right now. They're not targeting like companies, they're targeting certain pieces of hardware. So if Zoom has these pieces of hardware,
Mhm.
they could be undergoing a DDoS attack and maybe not even know it. Or the internet providers could be undergoing a DDoS attack and not even know it. There's,
Maybe there is a meeting with the computers or running.
well, I'm still connected to your hotspot though.
So the problem is as well.
I don't. And Jim's kind of having the same issues, right?
yeah, it's weird.
It's weird.
Yeah,
So
I can see you fine on the camera, but I can't see Art. I couldn't see Art.
I think it's a Zoom issue. I really
I could see
do.
Art for a little bit and then he freezes up and then now he's gone black on us.
Yeah. I think it's a Zoom issue, but that's just who knows? Who knows what's going on? It's weird.
It's not a network issue because we fixed that when we went to You were stable. He had good up and down.
I had
The
good up.
network was a problem on the library network. Definitely had some issues.
I had good up and down on the library network. So
Yeah. I had failure. I had down, but not up. And sometimes up was done.
yeah. Just
Well, I
weird.
can see and hear all of you. I
Chad,
see three
I can hear
screens.
you fine now.
You're in the land of Zoom. I don't know.
Okay.
Something weird is going on though. Something very, very weird that,
Now, let me see.
yeah,
Oh.
but he's frozen again.
And I can't see him.
I can't get to fast.com with my phone.
Art in space.
And I'm frozen. I'm back in, but I'm frozen.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
But you're okay over here, so.
Oh,
Well, I'm local
I'm
here.
partially frozen. There's definitely some latency things.
Yeah.
There's some weird stuff going on. I
Did
don't
you
know.
guys see the 2600 threw out a post yesterday? Said I'm under an NDA, but it's if you got computers, you might want to prepare your back or make sure your power supplies are plugged in or whatever. And about 5 minutes later, the power went out.
Nice.
Thought it was intriguing.
Locally power limit?
No, it was more informative.
Okay.
You were somewhere yesterday.
Yeah, I'm getting 95 megabits, which is okay. Just 1 megabit.
From, you're connected to the library?
Mhm.
Yeah, see, I was constantly getting 100 or above down and over 100 up.
Yeah,
But
my up is 35.
so
Which is-
maybe the
should
light,
be, yeah.
well, but I'm connected to this hotspot.
Yeah.
Maybe just the internet itself is just having problems. Maybe Ohio is having internet problems.
Could it be you're recording actually locally, that's true.
Yeah. I'll convert the video and I don't know. I really don't.
It's a growth opportunity.
Yeah.
It's kind of a relief not having to look at art though.
We shut the meeting down and we restarted the meeting. That didn't help. We switched to a different thing. That didn't help. We've eliminated a couple of different things. I don't know. I really don't know. It doesn't make sense.
I checked mine.
Okay, what else? Anybody else got? We can still talk. Anybody got something to talk about or show?
Yeah,
I got nothing.
Nano Pi?
What's well, you've seen that. What's the thing with the display?
Oh,
the
I've
display.
ordered another
Let's check
Argus
the
3
intensity.
camera. Huh?
Modify the intensity to, have to check.
I was going to do all kinds of stuff, but the internet's acting weird, so.
That's a pretty green.
I love that green.
That is bright.
I didn't change the intensity. I just let it do it. So this is just one.
So
of
what
the-
is that, a shamrock green?
Yeah. This is one of the Adafruit examples. Now it's sitting waiting for me to type something in the serial monitor and it'll display whatever I type.
Cool.
Yeah, there's a corded keyboard that they had in Raspberry Pi magazine that used one of those.
It's not bad.
weird
The
thing
low-
is that
lowercase
the-
is
the
a little
voltage
weird.
is weird. You need 3 volts and 5 volts.
That's weird. Yeah, so I tried it on an ESP32 that only provided 3 volts. It didn't work. It actually may have fried that ESP32. It may have tried to take too much from it. I can't get that ESP32 to re-enumerate that it's even alive, so it may have actually fried it. It's a very strange display. But I love that color green. That's so. Originally, I saw an old poster, an old NATO poster that was talking about how you could display alphanumerics on machines that did not have an alphanumeric display. And his poster was probably back from the 50s, maybe.
Okay.
Using what,
XC2s.
7 segments or using what?
Just whatever, because it was lines, it was vertical lines or horizontal lines. However you could make a vertical line or a horizontal line. So immediately I thought the segment displays would be great. And I went, okay, 16 segment, not really thinking, duh, it already does. It's an alpha display, but I can make individual lines or whatever. And the old code, numbers were longer, but the alphabet itself was 4 digits or less, which is why I thought these things would be perfect for that. So you could display all the alphabet that you wanted.
So is the display intelligent, like the HD 74, 75, whatever, dot matrix thing? Are you sending it ASCII characters or are you driving the segments?
I think this is a segment, it's a LED driver, it's a matrix, 8x8.
It's 8 by 16.
The controller,
Yeah,
I think it's
it's 8 by.
Max 70 something. I don't remember the name.
No, this is an
917.
this is an HT 16 something. It's an 8 by 16 display.
Okay.
At least that's how they got it set up. So you could Adafruit provides 2 different ways to actually drive it. They do have where they've already figured out what all the alphanumerics would be. So you just tell it display A, display B, whatever. Or you could just drive individual segments off of it. So,
So you can make
and
pictures.
do I?
So you can make pictures.
Kinda. You could do your own,
Including pictures.
yeah.
ASCII art.
Kinda. If this would have been a 16 segment display instead of a 14 segment display, you actually could do more.
Yeah.
Because the top and the bottom segments would be split into 2. But it is what it is. This was cheap. It was like $2 or $3. It costs more. It costs more to have it shipped.
By 8, Max 72, 19. It's a controller of 8x8.
What did you find?
No, but it's the one that is everywhere for Arduino. The Max.
No. That's not what's on here.
It's not this
I'll
one?
find it. Yeah. I'll find it. I promise you, that's not what this one is. This is a HT 16K33.
Right.
One of the capacitors for converting a 3-phase to single.
HK 16K33.
Because you've got to match the caps to the load. If your load changes, then caps alone won't do it. That's why generally they do motor generators. A big single phase generator driving a 3-phase motor.
Yeah.
And one phase is just a little stronger than the others. But yeah, just caps by themselves, but
They are used for
Scary.
this. Let's,
They're all-
is the max.
Yeah,
But I think that you have the same segments there,
maybe you put them in a really strong case.
4 by,
I promise you. I promise you, that's,
no,
Yeah,
yeah.
CP
I believe
300
you.
welder, 3-phase, got a
Mhm.
couple of them actually. Our dad's weld shop, we had 3-phase power. Oh, that's 3-phase power. And the company, I don't know if we got one there.
it's,
Shop, yeah, they're
look up
selling those.
HT16K33.
Did a modern,
Uh,
you know, bought one on auction. and converted it to just a single phase.
HT16K33.
Prints for it.
Really?
Oh, yeah, people.
There you
modern
go.
a lot to single phase. But, you know, like 10 to 16 years ago. But they're an old
Dun, dun, dun.
welder, right?
Mhm.
But it's like the last best welder nowhere ever made.
See here,
But he
I'm
just
going
did
to
this in
attempt to
November.
share the screen,
So it's a-
but I don't know if it's going to
35
blow up.
AliExpress has the display for 194.
If that's the case, we could
Yeah.
actually drive that in the shop or out at the house.
This,
We have a 100 amp E20.
Amazon,
They got a engine, and an electrician come out and look at it. The engine said we didn't have enough power.
I have
to drive
this
it.
from Amazon. It's with this chip, but it controls
A motor
the
generator or
more
an
stuff, you
engine?
know.
more bits,
So
yeah,
the 3-phase
more
Okay.
digits.
converter engine or whatever.
The way
So it
this
would
one
take
works,
everything
this
that
is
we had
the
in power in that, we wouldn't
individual
have to do
segment
anything.
driver,
I don't know anything about power.
and when
supplies,
you
that's why
send one
I've been
uh,
talking to this dude on.
one to
YouTube
it,
or whatever.
that's the top segment,
He's been running his since
and then
November.
2 would be that segment,
D,
and
C, D.
4 would be
If you
this
got-
segment,
Uh-huh.
and 16 would be this segment, and 32,
Single
and
phase,
64,
you're gonna have 60
and
amps,
128,
and 3-phase.
and
Um,
it's kind of funky how they did it, but
His first he was on that idle at both
it's
big shops,
16,
35 amps.
it's 8 by
And then when
16.
groceries start going,
It's how they've got it segmented out. But you can
which seems
see
kinda raw to me too, but
mm,
there's individual, so display buffer 0, 1, 2,
I
3,
mean, there's solid state things. to do.
0, 1,
Where
2,
it's
3,
DC, and then it can do whatever you
0,
want.
1, 2, and
Just
3.
like soon.
So it's pretty simple.
wanna
So if I
know
wanted
how
to
it
just
is, but the
display
old days, basically, like,
on
take
one
the wiring
display,
harness,
I could
figure
just,
eight around
you
the
know,
two,
turn off
transformers that you're not using, and then you
all of them.
get like 4 caps to one of those transformers and 4 caps to the other transformer.
Yeah.
And just display.
You know, it costs them about $100 in parts.
Now just put,
I don't know. I don't know.
see what it's doing.
Yeah,
So it's pretty simple to
Yeah, I'm
manipulate,
finding a pile of
but
them
it's kind of,
after
it's
all.
kind of gets in my head a little bit about how they did it. And I had to look at a chart.
$600 for 15,000 watt.
the food sales only the
Yeah.
the chip within a,
They sell, Adafruit sells just the chip, just the backpack, and then they'll sell you the things to solder onto them.
Yeah.
And it's,
How big is?
and
the
what I
battery?
got,
How much current?
I got this one from China for like $3.
yeah.
Which- It's using instead of an HT 16K33.
184 AliExpress.
I think I paid,
No, but you need to pay for shipping.
yeah, I think I paid about $3 a piece for them. But this, they're not using the HT thing, they're using something, a VT 16. So they're using a ripped off chip. they're using a knockoff chip, but it works, so who cares? Maybe that's why it needs two power sources, though, maybe because they're using a clone chip. Did you see that, Art? So I made a couple of small changes, and you see how it,
Yep.
Drunk Simon.
sort of.
Interesting that the one is,
Well, that was the changes I made.
oh, okay.
Here, I can fix that. So I could go back and I could go, uncomment. This is not elegant
I
code.
thought
This,
the other three were just lagging.
this is not elegant code at all. This is just code to see how stuff works.
We need like another 2 or 3 and then make Night Rider.
And we
In
upload,
green.
and then we go, I would love a green Knight Rider thing that I could actually put on the front of my car.
Yeah, that's illegal.
Not if it's green.
Really? I don't think you could have any. flashing
Considering all the lights I've seen on cars, I don't think they care anymore.
lights. That's true.
Green or amber.
They'll have to be down.
Green or amber.
I remember the first car I saw that had lighting on it was a white Datsun 280Z. It really looked good. Even had spinners and was like, wow, that's kind of cool. And then everybody had. You know, whatever.
The
So it'd be like blue like
See-
a dot.
the secret is to say that you're a worker, that you are a road worker or something. That's, yeah, I'm a follow car or something.
Civil Light Patrol.
They've got a problem with blue or red, but they don't seem to have too much of a problem with amber or green.
There we go, go up to see the setting. Set up, there is a intensity somewhere there. Are they,
Brightness, maybe it's brightness. I don't remember.
matrix, right?
I don't know.
No. It's a long shot, try to figure out.
Shouldn't be that hard to figure it out.
Come on now.
Let's just look to see what the.
I saw something about
There you go.
this up here.
Brightness, yes,
Set brightness.
0 to 15.
What's the range?
Let's say 0 to 15.
1 to 15. Okay. 0 to 15. Put half or maybe
Where did my thing go?
5.
That would be less bright.
Yeah.
Should be. Should
Hope
be.
so. Will be easy to see in the camera.
I really didn't know it's much different.
It is less bright. That is
Still,
less.
still it's bright.
Hmm.
I really didn't notice a whole lot of difference.
Can go down.
Go down to 2.
We'll make it as less bright as we can make it. There's also,
One.
that was a lot less bright.
I don't know, maybe 0 is less bright too.
Zero would be 0.
0 doesn't necessarily mean 0.
Yeah,
There's
it might
no
not be
computers.
0.
No,
right.
it'll be off. You should
0 means
off.
there is no brightness.
No.
Why isn't it working? I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure there's an off option as
0?
well.
That's 0.
Okay.
That's for night
That's awesome.
time.
It's nighttime.
You don't blind anybody.
That is so not bright that it's hard for the camera to even see it.
Well, the resolution is very good.
It's kind of cool.
I'm guessing it was set for probably whatever that was, 15, the max brightness or whatever.
Well, no. we'll
So
find out
what
in
is the
next
scale
week.
for brightness?
It
You
looked
have-
like 0 to 15, so 16.
But you have the default in the.
Is that integer or
Okay.
floating point?
On the function? in
Probably
dot H,
integer.
Do I?
They were the default value.
Oh, yeah, I didn't look. There was a default value. Yeah, it's probably, I think it was integer.
Okay,
Where are we? That's it. Yeah, integer 0 to 15 max. Doesn't really say what the default is.
No, wait.
You need to
You
check
can
the
blink
the
too.
function.
You can
in-
blink
in
too,
dot
yeah.
C.
Oh, that's bad.
Strobe.
Actually, I did something without, when I was playing, trying to figure this thing out, and it was strobing. I was like, no, that's bad. That's,
You can have so much fun with those in a house. Somebody breaks in. Randomly in the hallway.
But
Night vision.
see, there's actually,
thermal optics.
the way they've got this library set up is a little weird to me.
Blind them all.
They've got, so if you use the Adafruit backpack that's right here, you can control individual segments. But the alpha is, it invokes alpha display, Adafruit alpha display or alpha segment or something. It's weird how they've got it set up. And the alpha display also will let you control individual segments just differently than the way you can control them from this thing. Of course,
Totally different programmers.
totally different. It's just, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand it,
Different projects.
that they moosh together and put into one project. But that's, that was my fun toy that came from China. That's the first thing I've ordered from China in 2 years.
How was?
And it got here
How
in
was your
under a year.
trip?
It got here in about a week. I was like, holy cow, it got here in a week.
Something wrong with that.
Sitting in the warehouse in California.
According to the tracking, it came from China. There was actually a tracking that
DNA or some of the Airborne Express.
Lately, I
Company
received
that
like
bought
a
it
3 or 4 things in the same bag.
Mhm.
DHL.
They make some kind of
DHL has a contract
consolidation.
with
That's,
Express,
I think that's how they're
Yeah.
shipping everything now, is that
cargo.
they bulk it all up
To make
to
it cheaper.
like a region,
Mhm.
and then it gets to like a region hub, and they split it out to go
To lower the cost.
to lower the cost. Which I think I only paid $7 total for, I got 2 of them. I think it was $7 total. And I'm thinking at least $3 of that was the shipping cost. So
Yeah, more like the parts.
it was more than what the stupid displays cost. But they got here, I was like, wow. Got here fast. eBay said that it was going to take like 2 months, and it was like maybe 2 weeks. It was not very long. But I gotta order 3.3 volt ultrasonics for that thing, but I'm gonna do that from Adafruit, because they're the ones that actually have the 3.3 volts, and they're only $4 a piece, so they're not unreasonable. And there's a couple other things, but if shipping is from China has returned to semi-normal, I may start looking at that, because it's a little cheaper to buy stuff from China.
Yeah. I hate the wait, because I keep forgetting what I ordered.
And why?
Then it shows, What the heck is this?
That's why you make a little list. I ordered this from, and I ordered this because of blah, blah, blah. And then you still go, yeah, that was an interesting idea. Okay.
I don't put that much comments in code.
I've got like a bunch of pictures sitting in my documents folder right now of other people's projects, so that it will remind me of why I wanted stuff in the first place.
Yeah, I've got a couple of when I work on. Bring it in when I do some of them done.
This one was
Well,
just a
don't worry
fun
about
little. After I got it and after I thought about what it was actually doing, I went, oh, a 7-segment display would have done the same thing.
Well, yes, but it's hard to display some characters on that.
ABC.
Well, like the NATO thing, you know, a vertical line and then 2 dash lines meant a certain character. So if you knew the code, you could look at the code and go, oh, that machine over there is saying, help me, or something. And it's sort of reminiscent of Morse code, only not quite.
Yeah. Exfiltrating data with the hard drive.
Yeah. But that was my, the only drawback to this thing is a big one. It needs both 3 volts and 5 volts.
Can you make the down counter of the movie of Schwarzenegger, the down counter of the alien that was a hunter,
Predator?
Predator? Yeah.
Predator?
Do you remember the down counter?
No, but I can look it
Where
up.
Oh, yeah.
segments, strange segments before the explosion at the end of the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
There was something.
Oh, Paramount supposedly got a new Star Trek thing.
Mhm.
Anybody watching it? You guys watching it? No?
The Strange New World.
Yeah,
I've seen the first episode.
yeah.
Any good?
I have mixed feelings about it.
I figured it's probably gonna be horrible.
Was it?
And they said there was
horrible?
an animated Star Trek. Do you remember that?
I remember that.
Really? And they,
Yeah.
some people liked it.
It was actually fairly good. A few of them were just, they used the audio from the TV show
Mhm.
Ah,
and they animated it.
Was it?
okay.
A lot of the original actors came back to
Yeah.
do that.
It was not bad. I
Yeah,
mean,
like,
in the
I can
grand
see
scheme of
that.
things.
Like
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Is that the weird counter?
Pretty close.
There you go. I already made the weird counter. That's one of the demos. That's one of the demos from Adafruit.
In weird counters. I read this one on Reddit. Some guy had a Alexa playlist in his car, and for some reason he ends up trying to get tackled by the police. Alexa, such and such song. Self-destruct armed. 10, 9, 8. They bolt out of the car. He drives off. I thought that was absolutely beautiful. They got him like within a mile, but
What that is, it's actually turning every digit on, cycling through them at different displays.
okay.
So when I saw that, I thought, oh, that's an interesting counter. Slow that thing down, that would make a,
2 minutes.
oh, are we running out of time? All right, Mr. Art, we'll see you later. Hopefully-
Take care. See you
hopefully
next
we'll
week.
See you later. We'll wait
Yep.
at
I'll be
you.
with you.